But as the vaccine rollout continues and schools and economies open back up, will BLeisure be a sustaining source of revenue for the travel industry? Here to break that down is Laura Foreman, columnist at the Wall Street Journal. Laura, it's good to see you. No wonder Airbnb and the Marriotts and everybody else are all over this. Sure, come stay at our hotel for 2 weeks instead of 3 days. You can work, you can play. That sounds great to us.
It sounds great to them, Scott, and thanks for having me, by the way. I'm not sure it's going to sound so good to consumers. One thing I want to start out by saying is that people absolutely are psyched to get back in travel. They're really aching to do it. Airbnb's Brian Chesky said recently that in an internal survey, people are more excited to travel than they are to eat at restaurants. That's not too striking of a stat, but I feel like he could have gone way bigger than that. There was a survey by Trivago in January, and bear with me here. It noted that a quarter of the people it surveyed in the US and the UK would give up their whole life savings to travel now. 40% said that, and this is my favorite part, would give up sex for a whole year. 20% said they dumped their partners, and half said they quit their jobs. So there's a ton of interest in travel. I think the thing that these companies are not quite appreciating is that BLeisure necessitates you generally bringing your family on your trips with you. And there's a huge difference between a vacation and a trip. This was outlined to me as a new mom, really spoke to me in a 2017 HuffPost article, and they talked about the fact that if you're going on a traveling with your extended family or with your kid, it is not a vacation, it is a trip. I think BLeisure is probably going to turn out to be a pipe dream and is not going to be nearly as relaxing or as productive as people.
Yeah, good luck trying to do this all with a family. What about if people go back to the office? I think, yeah. I wonder if people are underestimating. We're going to want to do everything, including maybe actually going back to an office building.
Yeah, it's shocking, right? Like actual interaction with people at work and getting things done and being a little bit more collaborative like that. One interesting stat I'd point out there is that as much as people like to talk about, the death of the big cities, New York and the Bay Area, I did a column last week on how the Bay Area exodus wasn't actually an exodus. U.S. Postal Service data showed that last year, less than 4% of people actually filed for an address change. And of those, 75% just moved to a different county. So maybe people want more space, but they're definitely hedging their bets against remote work. I think people think they're going back into the office, and they definitely are putting their kids back in school.
I also wonder how the ages factor into all of this. Younger people may be more up for a BLeisure type thing, where maybe older travelers not so much. Laura, thanks so much. It's good to have you with us tonight.